Ever look at your super statement and just wish you had more of a say in where your money is going? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about self-managed super funds, or SMSFs. Think of it as your way to get into the driver's seat for your own retirement.
All right, here's what we're going to hit in the next couple of minutes. We'll cover what an SMSF actually is, why that control is so powerful, the big rules you've got to play by, and of course, a quick plan to get you started. So, first things first, let's pull back the curtain and see what this is all about. What exactly is a private super fund?
I mean, this is really the question that kicks the whole thing off, isn't it? It's for anyone who's ready to stop being a passenger and wants to start being the pilot of their own retirement plan. So, in a nutshell, an SMSF is your own private super fund, and the clue's in the name. You manage it yourself. The critical difference here is that the members of the fund, that's you and maybe a few family members, you're also the trustees, which means you are the one calling all the shots. And this structure is everything. As the trustee, you are directly connected to the fund's assets. You're not just an account number in some massive faceless fund anymore. Nope, you're the one choosing where to invest and steering the ship. So you might be thinking, okay, that sounds like a lot of responsibility. And you're right. But with that responsibility comes some pretty incredible advantages. Let's talk about the power you get. This control opens up a whole new world. We're talking a much wider investment choice. You can get into things like direct property, art, even collectibles. You also get a ton of tax flexibility, a strong layer of protection for your assets against creditors, and way more say in exactly how your wealth gets passed on. Now this is a total game changer for business owners. Just imagine this for a second. Instead of paying rent to a landlord, your business pays that rent directly into your own super fund. You're literally turning a business expense into your personal retirement savings. And here's the kicker. That rental income that's flowing into your super, it's typically taxed at a super low rate of just 15%. I mean, that is a huge tax advantage that can really put your retirement savings into overdrive. Okay, but as you'd expect, with all this power comes some pretty strict rules. The Australian Taxation Office is the referee here, and they watch very closely. So you have to know the rules of the game. The most important thing to remember is that the fund is its own separate thing. The sole purpose test means you can't use the fund's assets for your personal benefit before you retire. No living in a house the fund owns, no lending money to yourself. Everything has to be done at fair market rates, and you must keep the fund's assets completely separate from your own. These rules, they are non-negotiable. So, if all of this is starting to sound like a good fit for you, let's quickly run through what it takes to actually set one up. Really, it boils down to 4 key steps. First, you've got to create a documented investment strategy. Second, choose your structure. Are you doing this as an individual or setting up a company as the trustee? Third, you establish the fund with a trust deed, which is basically its legal rulebook. And finally, you register with the ATO and roll your old super across. It sounds straightforward, but getting this part right from the get-go is absolutely critical. But here is maybe the most important takeaway of all. You do not do this alone. You should not do this alone. Running an SMSF is a team sport. You need to assemble your own team of licensed experts, a financial planner, an accountant, a lawyer, to help you navigate the setup and all the ongoing rules. Look, an SMSF offers an incredible amount of control and some amazing opportunities, but there's no doubt it's a huge commitment. So the question isn't just, can you do it, but is it the right move for your future? And honestly, the best next step is always to have a chat with a qualified professional to figure that out.